This is the Pis N Cox Show, starring me, Josh Cox, and my buddy Carlo. We are hilarious if you're into OCR stuff. Guess what? That is what we are talking about. Let's all get weird now. This is the Pis N Cox Show.
Boop! Shit, hold on. Boop! Hold on. Oh.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants. Put something in beer.
Oh, there's my shoulder. I just had an adjustment today, too. There goes that. Welcome to Getting Old, motherfucker.
Ah, Jesus Christ. I need a breather.
Hey, welcome. This is episode 3 of season 4 of the Pis N Cox Show. We're going to get right to the beer today. This is very special. I did not realize this was so special.
Yeah, until you read it out loud, and it was basically like a treasure map to secrecy.
Once again, Sue Harvey Brown, our favorite Michigander.
More and more with all the beer that she keeps
If you're from
bringing
Michigan, what are you?
Missionary.
Okay. So this is from Pairing Brewing Company. It's called Loose Lips Sink Ships. And there was no information on it whatsoever.
None.
Then it says, very simply, we made this beer because it's what we love to do. You can't and won't find it on any store shelves or in competitions. You'll only find it in the hands of people who are special to us. This bottle is rare, unique, and one of a kind. But most importantly to us, it's something that we look forward to sharing with our closest friends and family.
This is essentially the Barkley Marathons of beer.
Dude, right? If you're drinking this, consider yourself one of them. Wow, so now I'm
We
flattered.
basically did the Barkley Marathon too.
Just
you know
now,
what I
right?
mean?
We probably did like 3 laps.
Woo!
So I have no idea what this beer is because it doesn't say what it
You're
is.
gonna hate it.
Well, hold on. We don't know. It's like my coffee this morning.
This has a good bouquet.
Why
Bouquet.
did I say it so angrily?
Is it LaCroix or LaCroix?
I have some.
What is it?
I don't know.
I said LaCroix, and someone the other day was like, "Oh, you mean LaCroix?"
I don't know.
And I'm like,
I'm
not fancy enough to say it. LaCroix. What do you fucking want from me? What do you think?
Oh, dude, I can't even hide it. It's just that's got a lot going on.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I like it, but you're not wrong.
I'm not gonna say I hate it. I could sip it all night like this amount. I feel obligated to like it because it's a very special thing.
Yeah, you have to.
I know. Okay,
Fuck
I
that.
love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sue. I won't get that part. Oh man. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm going to make that your ringtone. Whenever you call, I'm going to take that audio clip of, oh man, okay.
Yeah. Send that to me when you get here.
Okay. Oh man, okay, hold on, it's Carlo. Oh man, okay.
Oh man, okay. A ruined orgasm or something. Oh, okay. Wait, did you? I don't know. I'm not sure if I did or not.
That's why it sounds familiar. I hear that all the time.
So since we last spoke, we did an event.
We did.
What up? Actually, you did too.
I did too.
You did too.
Woo! Does that make me a repeat offender?
I got sick.
You did. Fucking,
really sorry about
and
that.
I didn't win because my coach bailed.
Hunter Mcintyre was like, "Fucking thank God, Carlo
Yeah,
didn't show up."
I
Josh
know.
would've blown the doors off.
He walked by me right as he was about to do his thing, and it's just like, this is me to him.
Yeah.
And I could see the fear in his eyes.
Totally.
And by that I mean when he was done, I fist bumped him, and I don't think he knows who I am.
He does.
Yeah, so that's how that story really goes.
He barely knows who I am.
Since we're starting with Tough Mudder X, we're going a little backwards. It was awesome.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh, tiptoe from the garden, by the garden, of the willow tree, and tiptoe through the tulips with me.
They punch you in the face immediately
Dude.
with all the exercises. Dude,
Yeah,
it was brutal. So I'm gonna save time.
Pick elbows.
My judge was like, "Let's go!" And I'm like, "I'm not trying to win."
Where are we
man.
going?
Where do you want to go?
Exactly.
You sound like boy mile from Brooklyn Nine-Nine!
Exactly.
I failed just the tip 3 fucking times, barely. I made it through the first time, my toe touched the bark as I landed on the platform. I made it through a second time, my toe touched the bark as I landed on the platform. The bark, that's coming up later. The third time, I make it through, and then fucking 20 yards later is Funky Monkey.
Right?
So my arms are blown out of shit. So that sucked. That whole combination of things was just terrible. So, cross the finish line. And see Sue Harvey Brown.
Yeah, she had a gift for you, I hear.
Oh my goodness gracious, did she?
She told me.
And, well, I might as well tell you what she said. It's not Pis, just Cox here.
Yeah.
The one and only Shibizme.
Pis is somewhere praying to the porcelain god.
Yeah, puking up his guts. He got sick. He's not here. Fuck that guy. But Sue's here. And Sue supplied me after Tough Mudder X with a way better beer than I could find here. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, sponsors. Sorry, Tough Mudder. Just finished Tough Mudder X. Girlfriend was here. Person holding the camera is my brother. Sue was surrogate Carlo. It was hard as hell. Holy fuck. But it was fun. I look forward to doing it again.
Major props to you.
Hey, cheersies. And make sure you get that shirt. Boom.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, hey, and Chow, too. Get in here. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. I'm pretty sure I won.
She's so good. I love her.
Yeah, Sue's pretty much the best. And you know what?
Honestly.
She was there for me. Unlike you.
I mean,
Fuck you. Whatever. Texting me in the morning, I'm all ready to win, and then I'm like, well, there goes my Phil Jackson. After commiserating with Sue over my lack of coach, the thing that cracked me up is something that my brother said about Hunter. Now, my brother, he lives in Sacramento. He knows nothing really of the sport or the people in it. He'd never heard of Hunter in his life, had no idea who he was.
it's a crying shame. He's a great Instagram
Oh, he knows who he is now. When I had finished, he was about to get ready to start. We literally were like, well, let's just wait here for 10 minutes. He'll be back. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So he finished in like 10 minutes, 8 seconds or something like
Unreal.
that.
Unreal. You think about that.
So this is what my brother says. Hey, I was thinking about how fast he had to run just a mile alone on top of doing all of the obstacles that he had to do, and it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, me too now that I think
should
about
not be able to. Yeah.
Tough Mudder X was rad. The headband is fucking awesome. I love the color scheme.
The turquoise with the orange, with the black, with the white.
Yeah, it's very Miami Dolphins-ish.
Oh, that means it's like 6 and 10 all the time.
Just forever.
Just forever.
Forever.
It's almost like having Jeff Fisher as your coach.
Well, we've got Jay Cutler now, and so... No.
Exactly.
No.
He's a type 1 diabetic. What does that mean?
He's made it so far.
He's married to that girl who was on that show.
Every Dolphins fan.
It's South Miami. That's
Where'd Dan Marino go? Lace is out. Isotoner gloves. Let's go back to our first Tough Mudder event of the goddamn season.
Yes! It rained for like 4 straight days. Funnel clouds, rain, cold, leading up to the event. And this was literally a giant, flat pasture.
And shitty!
It used to be a cow
meat farm.
Corpses of tens of thousands of cows
that
over the
makes
years.
it sound cooler than it really was, though.
Meat farm? Like a speed metal album.
Yeah.
With that crazy font you can't read.
Right?
You know what I mean? Where you're like, what does that say?
And you're like, I don't know what that
Corrosion
is,
of
but...
control.
Rock on, bro! I want to start this out with a realization that I had.
Tell me. That was a bit dramatic.
That fucks up our camera mount.
Did it move?
Now we're all off.
I feel like we're good.
I am not a good cold weather obstacle course racer.
Okay, fair enough. I am okay, but yeah. The hands, I go a little...
Like Worlds, like with the wetsuit and whatnot, that's a different story.
And my pillow hands?
To me, like I would do terrible in Jersey. I know I would do terrible. I know I would.
What? In late November when everything's frozen? Why do you say that, Josh Cox?
I probably wouldn't even sign up because I know, like...
we'd do it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see.
No, but I'm being honest.
I appreciate
You know what I mean? Like, I'm really putting myself out there. Like, I am a bad cold weather OCR person.
Here's something that I kept thinking about the whole time was, I'm like, okay, it's
dick!
No. Cold and soggy. I thought, dude, there's a really good chance that's what Atlanta will be like. Super muddy, super sticky, super wet, super cold.
Yeah, but give me a wetsuit and I feel a lot better.
But your hands will still, the obstacles are all wet.
No, see, but the thing is that, yeah, I mean, that sucks.
Don't
get me wrong, but I can get through,
Don't discount my feelings, Josh Cox.
I can trudge through that though. Like when everything starts to break down, but I like am internally okay.
Right.
I'm all right. What did you think of the 2 laps?
That's a good question. It is not my favorite.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
I'm with you.
And we talked about this before. What I like so much about the 10-mile laps, it doesn't matter where you do it, but especially in places like Tahoe, or I did one in New Hampshire or Colorado, and you know, the ones that take you out. The 10-mile loop, there's a journey to it, right? Especially when you're with new folks. Yeah. You're getting yourself out there, and you're like disappearing from the spectators and the base camp area. You can't hear Clinton anymore or the music. It's quiet, and you're kind of out in desolate area. And then you work your way back, and you start hearing it again. People are excited, and people are cheering. And I miss that part.
It's
because
part of the whole experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The 5-mile loops, you're really never that far from the start line. Now, that being said, though, I will say this year, one thing I really enjoyed is I ended up going out pretty much by myself. Yeah. Which I haven't done in probably 3 or 4 years, because we've always had World's people or the old Rebel group or whatever. Right. And I basically ran this event with just the people that you come across. And I came across a ton of people who were first-timers and maybe second-timers or whatever. And I just had these great conversations with people I didn't know. Yeah. And you're talking about Tough Mudder, and they see the shirt, and they oh, you did Worlds, oh my God. And it's still like, people who've never done Worlds, it's still this kind of like, oh my God. Like, you did Worlds? And it's like, yeah, but trust me, you can do it too. Right. Trust me, you can do it. Gear up and you can do it. But it's like, meeting these people who had never done it before, all they know is they're doing their first Tough Mudder ever, and they're having a fucking blast. Right. And that was actually really fun for me, because they don't know what 10-mile loops ever look like. Right. They're like, cool, we'll do a lap, we'll take a second, we'll turn off, and we'll do another lap.
So this is what I feel like kind of the route that Tough Mudder's gone this year in years comparison, and how it matches up with people who haven't done a Tough Mudder and have a new perspective. And so it's still what it is.
That was a great intro.
Thank you. It's like having a favorite restaurant that you've been going to for years, and you have a few certain things that you like, and every now and then they change the decor. But for the most part, it's the restaurant that you know and love, and even when you change some of the menu, it's still, This is like going, hey, we actually got new owners, and we got rid of all the old furniture. Yeah. It's a new menu.
We went from barbecue,
some of the old stuff,
to Asian fusion.
Right.
Well, can I get my steak? No steak. Sorry.
We don't do that anymore, but we do Korean cilantro tacos if you want that.
I don't like cilantro. It tastes like soap.
Are you one of those people?
Yeah.
I like that sucks.
Cilantro and I don't get along.
Now, if you've never eaten at that restaurant before, and it's your first time going to that Korean fusion, then you're like, this is good. What's the problem?
This is fucking awesome.
But if you've been going there for years, and the menu is that drastically changed, but they're still presenting it to you as the old menu, it's going to be a little hard.
That's a great example.
You know what I mean? It's going to be hard not to be like, God, you can't
brand it the same if you're going to change everything about it, at least to your returning customers. Yeah. I do that. That's a really good way of putting it.
Thank you. Because it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just for those of us that have been in it for a long time, it's different, and not necessarily in a good way.
Right.
You know, and it comes from love. I'm still going to get people to sign up. I'm still going to go. I'm still going to do them, forever. It's a great workout. I love the community. I love everything about it. I just hope that this doesn't fall on deaf ears, because we're not the only people who feel this way.
Oh, trust me. If
and they know that.
If they are in the little groups, as I believe they are, there's loud and clear, you might say. Like, there are no real big, like, giant obstacles anymore.
That larger-than-life feel isn't quite there.
Where you hear the buzz around the obstacle before you get there.
Like the rings of the bells, or the splashes in the water, or you come up on something and you literally have to look up at it. Like,
that was the one thing about Sacramento that was rough for me, was that there was no... Any of the climby, the swingy, or the whatever obstacles, there was no water underneath.
Right.
And now, logistically, there might have been a reason why they couldn't do that.
I was told that because of the park aspect of it, that they weren't allowed to dig.
Okay. Although I feel like they dug last year.
That's my counter. My counter to that counter, though, would be the Lake Sonoma example, where they had an obstacle course race go through there.
People went, whoa, they fucked shit up.
We're going to make some changes the next time
could be.
this happens.
I don't know. I am not privy to that information.
Just what I heard, but But New Orleans was also like that, right?
Yeah, New Orleans. Well, that was muddy as fuck. Tough Mudder Sacramento was, and again, granted, Mother Nature took its course, was the muddiest Tough Mudder you've ever done.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Oh, hands down. Hands down. I like how much more sore you are when it's really muddy. Did you experience that?
Because you don't realize how much
slopping
how much more
through the mud and carrying all the weight.
Dude, like as soon as I started my second lap, it tells you, hey, full go this way.
Yeah.
My knees had that feel that they feel at about 8 miles.
Yeah.
And I was like at mile 5 1/4.
You're like,
because you don't realize you're pulling your feet out of the 2-inch deep slop that it hits when you move. So
that was an ass kicker.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that.
I love that they have it there, and they're still doing Tahoe.
Yeah.
In June, which you're gonna be up there, right?
Oh my God, yeah. Hey.
Yes.
I mentioned New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh. Really quick, the one thing about our show that I like is we keep it light and we keep it funny, and we don't get weird and preachy.
This is good cop, bad cop. I'm gonna let you be bad cop.
But some feedback that I got in Sacramento from a member of the community who we all appreciate, who was in New Orleans. HQ has tolerated us greatly because we do some nice things for them, and we do some great things for the Tough Mudder community and at large.
It brings very good positive marketing and attention.
It does.
To not just the event, but the community itself.
I agree.
Which is a large part of what makes Tough Mudder Tough Mudder. It's not just the event itself, it's the people within it.
Yes.
Now, what's up with those people within it?
Now, having said that, let's please remember that we are simply, just the fact that we have competed in World's Toughest Mudder, HQ, right or wrong, does not owe us anything really above and beyond. They've been very kind to us over the years as far as start line, kind of jimmy our way to the front, whatever, it's all good, whatever. And we know they're kind of clamping down on that this year. I did get some feedback that in New Orleans, we had a group that maybe got a little, what's the word I'm looking for?
Entitled?
A little entitled. The volunteer and then someone from HQ was trying to keep them in the normal corral, and they kind of went to nah, we're just gonna go do our thing. And
it's essentially the "don't you know who I am" argument.
Yeah.
And now here's the example I'm gonna give. Whenever you hear about a celebrity who gets pulled over, and then they are reported as trying to tell that cop
and they're
famous,
dude,
right. And then every time you hear a story about that, you go, I hope they gave them 2 tickets.
Seriously,
it's not a good look.
It's not. And the thing is, and in this case, it was because there were some folks, some new mudders in the zone who saw those people go by and were like, wait, how come they get to go too? And someone was like, oh, that's the world's people. They just kind of do that. And it's that's not the look you want. I mean,
because people don't know who the world's people
are.
They don't know
the good. All they know is they just saw that the world's people got to just kind of cruise by and almost disregard the volunteer and the HQ person, from what I understand, who was trying to give them a little hey, please. So anyway, just remember, don't be an entitled a-hole. That'll be the theme of the episode. Season 4, episode 3. Don't be an entitled asshole. Be an entitled TITLED. That's what I'm saying.
And I mean, honestly, it's the type of thing where it's if what we said makes you angry, that might mean there needs to be some self-reflection there. And if what we said you agree with, well then rock on.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Seriously. Oh.
You keep
hanging on.
Jesus, now we're good.
Y'all need some Jesus.
Y'all need some Jesus in your life.
I think hold on.
This weekend, I'll be running the IPA 10K. Representing Lagunitas.
This weekend I'll be
sweet tank top.
I'll be watching a lot of people run the Lake Sonoma 50 miler.
Mine ends in a beer festival.
Why didn't you get me a ticket to the beer festival?
Hopefully y'all are doing something good this weekend or whenever this airs, because let's be real, I probably already ran the 10K.
That's good. Pis N Cox, Season 4, Episode 3, going in the books. For those of you who don't know, it's sitting on top of a box of Killcliff.
It really is.
They sent us Killcliff to drink.
In fact, we're about to end this shit.
Show 'em.
Boom!
It's blue raspberry. There's no such thing as a blue raspberry, but somehow it's still tasty.
Yeah, and all raspberry flavored things are blue. What the fuck?
What?
So I'm literally about to leave out the fucking door.
Ooh, my bad.
And this dude just tells me that he has a bunch of stuff from Phoebe Breimer in his trunk.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that we have it. I got it a while ago. Anyway, we'll put it in the next episode.
Yeah, but not this episode like I would have wanted had I known, Phoebe.
My bad. I'm sorry, Phoebe. Next time.
Oh, and cheersies.
Cheersies!